If you have a princess cruise coming up and you're staring at an open suitcase wondering what should I put inside, you're not alone. Packing for a cruise is different from packing for almost any other vacation. Today we're walking through everything you should pack for a princess cruise based on what we've learned from our sailings. We'll cover the essentials, the things most people forget, and a few simple packing tricks that can make your cruise feel a lot more organized.
And we'll also talk about what not to bring, because overpacking is one of the biggest mistakes cruisers make. I'm Pat.
And I'm Kathy.
And we're Calm Sea Cruise. Let's start with the most important item you should pack first, because without these, your cruise doesn't even begin. Before clothing, before shoes, before anything else, you need to pack what we call your travel vault. These are items that must stay with you at all times during your travel. First is your passport or approved travel documentation. Even if you cruise in a closed-looped itinerary from the United States, we strongly recommend traveling with a passport. It makes the embarkation process smoother, and it gives you peace of mind if an unexpected situation occurs while traveling internationally. Next is your boarding documents. Even though most cruise lines now use digital check-in through their apps, it's still smart to bring printed copies of your travel documents. Phones lose batteries, internet connections fail. A simple printed copy can save you time at the terminal. Now let's talk about the Princess Medallion. If Princess ships your medallion to your home before the cruise, that should go directly into your carry-on bag. Do not place it inside your checked luggage. The medallion acts as your room key, your onboard payment method, and your identification while on board the ship. The sooner you have it with you, the smoother embarkation becomes.
Think of this section of your packing as your travel command center. Once these items are secured in your carry-on, everything else becomes much easier. Now let's talk about the technology you should bring on board.
Cruise ships are incredible environments, but they were not all built during the smartphone era. That means power outlets can sometimes be limited. One of the best cruise packing items you can bring is a non-surge protected outlet adapter. Cruise lines do not allow surge protections due to fire safety regulations, but a cruise-approved multi-plug adapter lets you charge multiple devices at once. We're talking about Princess Cruise today, but if you're on another cruise line, please check what they allow. This becomes especially helpful when two people are sharing a cabin. Phones, cameras, smartwatches, portable battery packs, they all need power. Another must-have is a long charging cable. Many cabins only have outlets near the desk. A 10-foot cable allows you to charge your phone while keeping it next to your bed overnight. And finally, consider bringing a portable battery pack. On port days, you may be taking photos, navigating maps, using your cruise line app. Having backup power means your phone stays charged throughout the day.
And don't forget to download the Princess Cruise app before you board. The app allows you to view daily activities, make dining reservations, order food and drinks around the ship, track your onboard spending, and communicate with travel companions. It's essentially your digital cruise companion.
Embarkation Day is exciting, but it's also a little chaotic. Your checked luggage may not arrive at your cabin until late in the afternoon or early evening. That means the items you want to access right away should be packed in a carry-on bag or backpack. First, pack swimwear if that's at all possible. One of the best feelings on Embarkation Day is changing quickly and heading straight to the pool deck. The ship feels relaxed and uncrowded while most guests are still waiting for their luggage. Next, include a change of clothes for dinner. Even if you board early in the afternoon, you'll likely want to freshen up before the evening. Also pack sunscreen, sunglasses, and any essential medications. Never place prescription medications in checked luggage. They should always stay with you.
And here's a packing tip that wine lovers should remember. Princess Cruises allows guests to bring one bottle of wine or champagne per adult on board an embarkation. If you choose to bring wine, pack it carefully in your carry-on. That prevents breakage and avoids delays if luggage inspection occurs. Embarkation Day is all about starting your cruise relaxed and ready to explore the ship. And a well-prepared carry-on makes the first afternoon feel effortless. Now let's talk about clothing, because Princess has its own style and dress expectations.
Princess Cruises blends relaxed vacation style with a touch of classic cruise elegance. During the day, the atmosphere is very casual. Shorts, polos, sundresses, comfortable walking shoes, all perfectly normal on board. But in the evening, the feeling shifts slightly towards more smart casual. For men, that might mean a collared shirt and nice pants. For women, it could be a blouse with slacks, a dress, or a skirt. You'll notice many guests enjoy dressing up a little for dinner. It creates a pleasant evening atmosphere across the ship. Then there are the formal nights, sometimes called dress to impress evenings. These typically occur once or twice, depending on the cruise length. Guests often take the opportunity to wear cocktail dresses, suits, or elegant evening attire. But the key point is, this is optional. You can still dine casually at the buffet or other venues if formal wear isn't your style.
And here's a packing tip that saves suitcase space. Choose clothing pieces that can be mixed and matched. For example, one simple black dress can be styled differently with jewelry or scarves, and a blazer can elevate multiple outfits. Neutral clothing colors allows more combination with fewer items. This approach helps you pack lighter while still having plenty of options.
Cruise cabins are designed, let's say, efficiently, but they are still smaller than a typical hotel room. That's why a few simple organization tricks can make the space feel much more comfortable throughout the week. One of the most useful items you can pack is a set of magnetic hooks. Most cruise cabin walls are metal, so these hooks instantly create extra storage space. You can hang hats, lanyards, jackets, small bags, or even wet swimsuits without taking up valuable closet space. Another helpful item is foldable laundry hamper. Dirty clothes tend to pile up quickly during a cruise, especially with pool days and excursions. Having a designated spot for laundry keeps the cabin tidy and makes packing on the last night much easier. And here's something we've learned from experience. At night, cruise cabins can get extremely dark. Some travelers like to bring a small nightlight, but we actually found a very simple solution that works just as well. What we usually do is leave the bathroom light on and close the door. It can create a very soft glow in the cabin to navigate potentially without waking up anyone. And on our recent sailing in Ruby Princess, we noticed there was a built-in motion sensor light under the bottom of the nightstands. If you stepped out of the bed during the night, the light would automatically turn on and softly illuminate the floor. Now, if you are someone who prefers a completely dark room when you sleep, that motion light can feel a little bright. A simple fix is to cover the sensor with something like a backpack or even a small towel before you go to bed. That way you will still have the option to uncover it if you want it later on. Little details like that can make the onboard life feeling surprisingly comfortable. And when your cabin stays organized, it becomes a relaxing place to come back to after a busy day exploring the ship or visiting an exciting port.
Another small item that makes a big difference is the basic travel pharmacy kit. Include items like motion sickness remedies, pain relievers, Band-Aids, cold medicines. While cruise ships do have onboard shops, these items are often more expensive and not always available late at night. Packing a few essentials gives you peace of mind. And when everything in your cabin has its own place, the room feels far more relaxing throughout the cruise. Now it's time for shoe talk, because this is where many travelers accidentally overpack.
Shoes are often the heaviest and bulkiest items in a suitcase. For most cruisers, 3 pairs is really all you need. First, you're going to need comfortable walking shoes. These are essential for port days, excursions, and exploring the ship. Second, you're going to want something for around the pool or some casual sandals. They're perfect for sea days, the pool deck, or quick trips to the buffet. Third, something formal, some evening shoes, something slightly dressier for dinners or formal nights. That simple combination covers almost every situation on board. Packing additional shoes usually just adds unnecessary weight.
Now, packing for a princess cruise doesn't need to feel overwhelming. When you focus on the essentials, the goal isn't to bring your entire wardrobe. The goal is to travel comfortably and spend your time enjoying the ship, the ports, and the experience. Cruising is meant to be relaxing, and a well-packed suitcase is the first step toward a smooth vacation.
Yeah. If you find this guide helpful, we'd love to hear from you. What is the one item you always pack for a cruise that you can't travel without? Share it in the comments. Your tip might help another traveler prepare for their first princess cruise. And if you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to subscribe to Calm Sea Cruise for more cruise tips, ship tours, and destination guides. I'm Pat.
And I'm Kathy.
Thank you for spending time with us today. Have an amazing cruise ahead, safe travels, and we'll see you out there.
Bye, everyone.